drafted to the Miami Dolphins. Hey Candy, how you doing, babe? How's Mac Attack? Doing all right?
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Thursday Night Football.
I think the wife did something. Let me see. Hold on. Gotta do something.
Damn, Doc, that's disgusting what you do now.
Include microphone, audio, and video clip. No. Include microphone, audio, and broadcast.
What it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to battle with the Miami Dolphins. I'm Brandon Gaunt, as always by my side is Charles Davis. So the final tune-up for the regular season, and probably not going to really see much starter action out here in this one.
You're right. Not much in the way
You're
of
in my party
starters,
chat
key
right now. You would have
veterans,
just heard
key
him
backups. But the
Ralph
guys who
all
have to
over
make the
himself.
team, struggling for those few spots that are open, we'll see them
blowing
the entire
chunks.
time. But you and I both know this as well. There will be a surprise cut or two from guys who didn't actually play in this game tonight thinking that they were safe.
You gotta ungas yourself. What? Get fucking drafted to the Miami Dolphins and the fucking sorry team. I guess I'll have to make it work. I mean, I could play like crap and make it to where they want to either trade me or release me. I'll win the Super Bowl one season, and then the next season I'll play like shit so they can get rid of me. Maybe that'll work. I don't know. Oh my god. Ungas himself. Telling you, the wife messed with my camera again with her stupid streams. There we go. That's better. Now, I could sit in the couch and play my game, but I'd rather be up on the up close in front of the TV. I guess I could share the ball this time.
This is Kenyon Drake, the fourth-year man from Alabama.
First.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot here, 2nd and a yard from the 34. Second and 1. Steps away to his left. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Well, apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They're going to look to throw. And complete. This is Albert Wilson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. On first down, Drake.
Why would you cut back?
Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. Let's hope it's not anything that'll keep him out of the opener. We'll be right back. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
Left like they were supposed to. Follow the run. You wouldn't get hurt.
Here's second and 8. Escaping the pressure right.
You're not going to do it.
He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this is caught by Allen for a Miami touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. Well, the underdog here is showing no fear. Great opening drive.
Now, we weren't in the locker room for the pregame speech, but I will guarantee you, somewhere along the way, the head coach said, let's just grab a big stick.
You let them fucking tie it up. Come on, defense. You guys got to put a stop to them so we can get a big enough lead on them.
They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. He finds an opening past the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10.
All right, listen, see what you can do.
He'll look to throw. He's got it at the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Learn how to go limp when you get hit.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. They'll run with his second ASU, Kalen Balazs. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
Let's go, D.
Second and 5. Flush to his right. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll drop to throw. Eluding, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
I'll take the football. And of course we're going to lose. Oh my God. Come on.
So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And you look back over the score sheet. Interesting. A very clean game. No turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
You suck, Fitzpatrick.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon.
My backup quarterback sucks butt. Advance. It's all good. Okay. What do you want here? Let's see. How did you get my number? No. All right.
Start the regular season by selecting your season goal. Meeting your season goal comes with higher rewards, but also higher risk.
All right. Ugh. Okay. So, I got two choices for my season goal on here. I have a passing yards or passing touchdown goal. I don't know which one I want to do. Should I go with the most amount of touchdowns? I can go 15, 25, or 30. 30 is aggressive.
I should go for the middle one.
Okay.
Too hard, those are not too easy.
If I go 30, I get 16 XP, 1,000 XP. Now if I go passing yards, 4,500 is the max. We'll go with passing touchdowns like Daniel said. Except I'm going to bump it up 5, so I'll go 30. You went 25, I'll go 30. I know I can pull 30. All right, so Emily Atwood just called me. She's a little girl that was at my national championship game who asked me to throw for 4 touchdowns in that game. And the only reason that she's in this is because she has leukemia, I think it was. Some kind of cancer. One of those. And she's been battling with it. And now she's in remission, supposedly. And she made a mistake of talking to some of her friends. And let's see. So I tried really hard to tell my friends that you need time to develop and grow as a quarterback. But they're not buying what I'm selling. So yeah. I'm going to need you to do something amazing out there against the Ravens this week. My social life depends on it. How about I break a rookie record? I love that idea. But that's a lot to ask. Marcus Mariota threw 4 touchdowns in his debut. Cam Newton threw for 422 yards and also ran for a touchdown. Okay. If you can beat any of those records, 5+ passing touchdowns, 423+ passing yards, or 2 rushing touchdowns, I might be able to salvage my reputation. I'm depending on you, so don't let me down. All right. How about I break all 3? See if I can pull that. Maybe that'll help you. Alright. So we're going to play. I'm actually streaming this, just so you guys know. Only if you wanted to catch it, check it out or whatever. No biggies. Okay, let's see. Let's go against the Ravens. They got Earl Thomas, huh? Justin Tucker and Lamar Jackson. Let's see what we can do against these guys. I just lost 2 of my wide receivers who got hurt. 2 wide receivers and a freaking running back. So see what they can do.
I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a terrific matchup on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Miami Dolphins. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach. Well, in just a few short months, this place will be the epicenter of the sporting world when it hosts Super Bowl 54. It's Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the side of their Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we're ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. So happy to be with you, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. And we thought it would never get here, but here we are back together. It's opening weekend of the 100th season in the NFL.
So much football to talk about. That's our main focus. But how about how much happened in the offseason? Rules changes. Overtime rules were discussed in a big way. Some superstars changed addresses. There's a whole lot to talk about in the NFL in addition to this game we're getting ready to watch.
All right, coach. Let's play. All right, goals this week. Throw 1 touchdown pass. Well,
We also have the left coach.
a what?
You said, okay, right coach. Then I said, do you have also a left coach?
I said, okay. There. All right, coach. What do you got planned for me? Not. You smart ass. Throw 1 touchdown, and season goal is throw 20. Fantasy goals and milestones. I haven't broken any of those yet. Huh. What up, Mac? You missed it, buddy. I had a Rodeo King at Burger King for lunch today, dude.
He'll come out throwing here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Space to maneuver at the 40.
Oh!
And he takes it all the way up to the 47. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Switch to the left. Right.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage.
Go, boy, go.
Room here to run.
Go.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Go on, you should have had that.
That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Looking to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
First one is
on those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant.
Well, actually,
in this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot.
Over 423 passing yards in this game, and also I got to get at least 2 quarterback rushing touchdowns.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Forced out to his left. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. Making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
There's one, and that's a long run for me.
Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. Remember, rarely.
Woo. You don't see that every day. All right, defense Harden in check. So let's go, guys. Let's take the lead here.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki, 74 yards. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
Okay, Coach. Is that okay to you? Did I do okay on that, though? Yeah? What do you want me to do in this one? Hand the ball off? Let's get the ball there.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. 27 yards there, a first down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Buying time to his left. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flushed out right. And an alley to run. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Quick stutter step. Get past one.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. They'll look to throw now on first down. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
2nd down and inches. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Yeah, 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
See if I could actually break the NFL record by hitting 7. You got to speed the freaking hammer on that.
He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right.
No, fuck.
It's complete to Parker, left side. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score. You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Quarterback. Good third defense. What the?
A reminder coming up later tonight, the Patriots unfurl their 6 banners. They play host to their rival Steelers. And then on Monday night, that's the one weekend of the year where you get 2 games to wrap up the week. Texans and Saints from New Orleans in the early game, then Broncos and Raiders. Vic Fangio's coaching debut and the Raiders' final season opener in Oakland. That's the late game, 10:30 Eastern.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. The throw here caught by Devontae Parker. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Bryce Butler, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And as a first-rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys and bringing them along slowly, those days are long gone. When you're drafted in the first round, they expect you to play right away. And the community's eyes and fan base, they'll be on you the entire way.
They added a lot of it. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker, 35 yards. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease.
So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have this.
You're lucky I don't have gas coming out the back end.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball down quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out. Just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield. Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Kenny Young able to run him down for a loss of a yard. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
They'll look to throw. And it's caught by Parker. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Hold on to the ball.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
All right, Butler, let's see if you can do it. You can break free, I'll give it to you.
2nd and 10. This is Butler making the catch. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
Broke that one. I just need 100 yards. Let's go.
Single.
Back to throw here. That'll be caught right side. It's Butler. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Back to throw. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era when we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now. And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll set up to throw. Being chased out left. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
A big gain of 31 on third down. They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right. Over the middle, complete. That's Parker. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a play fake here on first down. Steps away to his left. And this is caught by Allen for a Dolphins touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
Brandon, remind me again, this is a rookie quarterback we're seeing?
A rookie indeed.
I mean, because my eyes are telling me something I'm having trouble believing. 5 touchdown passes. He's thrown 5 in this game. Are you kidding me?
All together.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Rolling to his right. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Yeah, what does that give me for passing yards? 444. All right, I just broke that record.
Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Should be good.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up.
How about I get 3?
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And the Miami Dolphins are into the end zone.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 11 yards there, 1st down. They'll drop the throw. Flush to his right. And fights him off. On the right side, open is Gesicki. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone.
447 yards passing.
So for Miami, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Completion rate. Nice. What do you got to say there? You are the best. I seriously can't believe you pulled it off. You set all 3 records that were by far the best week 1 any quarterback has ever had. You have no idea what you've done for me. If you went out there and bombed, I never hear the end of it. You're welcome, dear. Not a problem.
Oh, fuck. Oh.
No, thank you. Not my type.
That's very nasty, man.
You know,
I had something to do for you, Dex, today. Channel flight in Amsterdam.
why I love football because it gives me exactly what you put into it. For example, I'm better than you because I work harder than you. Simple as that. If you need proof, just watch me shred your defense this week.
Watch on Google, bro. It's very hilarious. It's really something for you. Channel 5? No. Channel Bright. Oh, Channel Bright. Yeah, no.
Hey man, you can't wait to play you this week. I hope you're planning to run the ball a lot because me and my guys got the pass locked down.
It's not fair, right? You ask Doc something, or a Channel Bright. Bright, not bright, with a P. Pride. Yeah. Don't understand you what Channel Pride is. Good for you that you don't understand it, man. Yeah. I'm not converted. That's not for perfect people. This one has got to be converted one way or another. It's a boat, a lot of people are there. It's really something for you, Dex. Whatever. Told you I'm not watching your perversion. What? It has nothing to do with
I'm not as
perversions.
broad-minded as Dutchmen. As Dutchmen are.
I'm an Englishman, I'm reserved. Oh yeah, that's why you asked fuck me, but Rob said already no. I said say something, I give you good advice, so that's something for you then. A European give out good advice? Fucking hell. Fucking hell, that don't go. Wait there, let me brain compute. European advice.
You gotta
They just don't go in the same sentence.
gotta give him a minute there, Daniel.
A minute? I think we need to give him 10 or 15 minutes.
He's a little.
Do for that to sink in. That don't compute.
Yeah, he's a little slow today.
If I was right now, I'd be overeating. Trying to work that one out. Dutchman. Good advice.
Oh man.
Why they don't believe me? Look, I gave him a good advice and then he don't believe me.
I don't know. I'm not him.
Rude, that's really rude, thanks.
Alright, I need to change my jersey number. Let's go 16. There we go. Well, we go 6, 8. There we go. Alright. Going against the New England Patriots, Tom Brady and his defense, huh? See if we can beat them.
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be a great matchup between the New England Patriots and the Miami Dolphins. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks. Certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, like all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Guess I'll make it work. I get to see a lot of hot chicks in freaking bikinis. It's all good. Yeah, flippers hanging out, tails, part of their tails showing. Yeah. The fuck? Flipper's wife.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. He'll have a first down past the 40. 30, past the 20, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Dolphins are going to take a first quarter lead. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Buying time to his left. And he's got room. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. Well, look at the numbers for Parker in last week's game. Well up over 100 yards, and one of those catches found his way into the end zone.
I do think he'll be hard-pressed to duplicate those numbers this week, though, because he's gotten their attention, so they will double him on every snap at a minimum. In some cases, they'll triple him.
So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. It's their quarterback. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
It was passing
Not
touchdown,
the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
No. Davis from the top.
But yeah, scored 2 run or passing touchdowns. What's going on there, Tom? You just finally scored.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. Breaks through the contact. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. They'll start the drive with Drake. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Second and 1. Flushed out right. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 16 yards, a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
He'll look to throw here. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. And this is a guy straight out of college. They're not going to try to groom for a year or two. They want him to produce right away.
That's why they took him in the first round. They expect him to be a starter right away and a future all-pro. So they don't have any time to wait for him to come along. They want him to play right now to help this team.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago. Really, it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of credit to...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should...
A reminder coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one from Atlanta. Eagles and Falcons, 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday Night Football, Odell Beckham back in New York, back in MetLife Stadium. Browns and Jets, 8:15 Eastern on Monday night. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to... It's caught inside the 25. But he's got this way down inside of New England's 10-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 49 yards. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
I hit it.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard.
Called a timeout,
as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey. And it's the Giants who are out in front. Eli Manning has a touchdown pass. From there, let's get down to Baltimore to check in on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And this one going the visitors' way as the Cardinals have the lead in that one. Kyler Murray throwing the football well. He has 3 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world and see what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And you can see there it's the visiting Colts who have the lead in that one. Andrew Luck throwing the football well. He has 3 touchdown passes. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Yeah.
Homer now, so you are fucked and you're decent for no fucking reason.
On first down, it's Drake, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've...
And now look at him go. The 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Miami. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Back to throw now on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Parker. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll find Parker again, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 23 yards, the final tally. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Escaping the pressure. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jakeem Grant, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah.
Ready? 50, Mike, 50. Come. Mike's 50.
He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Here we go, D.
Second and 5. Wide open receiver, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 34. Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
Here's throw caught. What about the 5? And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Where's the holes with the...
His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Right where they need to be at, so when you hang it up, it just goes right in. You understand what I'm talking about? Okay.
I don't know if it's exact right now, because... Okay. I know where it's at. Ugh. Fucking hair. Okay.
Ready? 70 ending. 50. 50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. Here we go. Hey, Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Ball.
They go play action here on 1st down. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep. That's caught inside the 20. Now they get the timeout.
Haley, come here.
It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not?
Come here.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Dolphins, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. I'm Brent.
Old man's falling asleep. Good night, sir.
I've already done that. Okay, come here. Straight sides. Straight sides. Check over behind me.
Yeah, I got a thing to go to tomorrow at 5:30 for dinner over at a friend's house. So.
Move it. Don't move it.
Yeah.
I'll see you at some point.
I'll be on until we leave. Excuse me. Good night.
Don't smudge it.
Yeah, don't want to stay away.
Got it.
Okay.
Done.
Alright, let's change these. Let's see. We want to go with, let's see, what's fearless? Fearless quarterbacks. Or unintimidated by the pass rush. When they enter the zone, their passing accuracy is unaffected by defensive pressure. That's this one. Many passers use combination of ability and aggressiveness to make big plays. When they enter the zone, they can't be intercepted while throwing on the run. Bazooka. Blitz radar. We want that. There we go. We'll go with that for right now. Off to the Cowgirls. Alright, frustrated running back. Your running back is unhappy with the game plan. How are you fucking unhappy, dude? You just pulled like... Man. Alright, dude, look. I'll get you involved, but you were involved in like over 100 yards last week. Come on. How are you not fucking happy? Let's save. Because last time I did this, I left the game and it didn't save. And I had to start all freaking over from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers game. I should be like 4 or 5 games into the freaking season already. But it's all good. This is the last time I played against who was it? The Ravens. I ended up throwing for 700 passing yards in that game. And then scored 2 touchdowns. running and had 7 passing. So, yeah. It's all good. Looks like I'm going to have to get me a bag of tobacco next week. Getting low already. Welcome to the stream, whoever's watching. Feel free to comment. And if you're not a subscriber, feel free to subscribe, like, thumbs up.
Matching hundreds. It's a coach. You're immersed in the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see teams with a couple of running backs who each went over 100 yards a weekend ago, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Dallas Cowboys. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half. But it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football at Big D, as their guys will do battle with the Miami Dolphins. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Godden, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that 2nd win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, it's been a great start to the season. Back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go. But they've come out playing good fundamental football.
Give me a break, man. You better get over 100 yards this week. Bitching and complaining.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake.
Oh, yeah.
And that one blown up quickly. As he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 27 yards there, a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set. 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that, because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. 10 more there and another first down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
They'll set up a throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Grant. And at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster, and we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate?
Not cool.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from.
Let me finish this game.
They'll run on first down. Drake, and some room to roam now.
Take it to the house, boy.
Opening, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. And with that carry...
Ready. 54 Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the run.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Leighton Vander Esch. And the return this time will go out to the 42. A reminder, coming up later tonight, a lot of buzz about this game. The Browns, they've been doing some travel. Back-to-back primetime games for them. Monday night, they were in New York. Now the Browns head to Los Angeles to take on the NFC champs, Browns and Rams. He's got a man, complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They're going to look to throw. And over the middle, this is Parker. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Smith came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football. And this is caught by Allen. Touchdown, Miami. Dwayne Allen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
He was able to move around and found some...
Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Kill. Check it out, hey, let's go.
Now back to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. And as a first-rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys and bringing them along slowly, those days are long gone. When you're drafted in the 1st round, they expect you to play right away. And the community's eyes and fan base, they'll be on you the entire way.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. So we've reached halftime in a wild first, and we will skip.
Let's go, team. Big series right now.
He'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the gun, it's Drake. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Jalen Smith, who took a huge step forward last year, in on the tackle for Dallas. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who...
That's caught inside the 20. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Jakeem Grant, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. He was on point. On first down, it's Drake. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
They'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. Open man completes it to Butler. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a Turkey Bowl, a Thanksgiving Day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Touchdown, Miami. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the...
What we got? Hey, switch gears.
They'll run on first down. Drake. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Flushed out right. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it indeed. Here come the flags.
I didn't see him hurt or do it, but...
They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Back to throw here. And it's caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Good job.
Mike Gesicki, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets it.
Wait a minute, what's my passing rate? 84.6. I just broke the clock.
You better bring it. Check 31.
On first down, it's Drake. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Watch the block, motion, block. Watch safety green.
Now on first down, Drake again. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit. Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he? Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay. All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. On 1st and goal, Drake. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut. Saw him through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? To throw, and he will go down. A Cowboys sack. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage. I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And a touchdown here as we near the end of this ball game. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late? Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead. But I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Let's go now. Check with the flag. Watching your fire. I don't think you got it, son. Bang, bang. Back to 6. Bullet. Now.
Excuse me. I'm the broken everybody here. Whoever watches this video after.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. His tight end, Dwayne Allen, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. There goes a deep ball. In zone. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Miami, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew.
Yeah. Later, Mark. Season goals so far. $250 yards total offense. Not a problem. everybody. Take it easy.